Our statement for this video. A man with a wounded father energy and collapsed or overwhelmed mother energy will eventually not treat his partners as he treated his mother. But he will eventually treat his partners as his father treated his mother. Moreover, in an internalized format, his own mind will treat his own heart or emotions as his father treated his mother. For a woman it's exactly vice versa, she will treat her masculine energy partner as her mother treated her father. And internally, she will treat her own mind, from a contracted heart, as her mother treated her father. Let that sink in for a second before we unpack this gift of insights. We can see there's a very strong psychological truth inside this formulation, especially when we frame it as an internalized relational blueprint rather than rigid gender destiny. What we're seeing is this: the child first adapts to the wounded parent system, the so-called beggar phase, see our BBB method videos. But later, the adult often repeats the dynamics of the dominant parent energy they observed, bugger, protector, controller phase. Let's have a look in depth. Phase 1, the child adapts, beggar archetype. Let's take a boy as example. If father is absent, collapsed, dominant, and mother is overwhelmed, unsafe, emotionally needy, then the boy child initially tries to soothe mother, rescue mother, become emotionally available for mother, suppress his own need. In adult life, this is Mr. Nice Guy, the beggar archetype, the parentified son, the emotional caretaker. At this stage he treats women like he treated mother, rescuing, fixing, appeasing, prioritizing, overgiving. Enter phase 2, the adult repeats father dynamics. But eventually, the boy's nervous system gets exhausted by self-erasure. And then something flips. The boy unconsciously internalizes, power belongs to father, even if father was wounded. So eventually as the adult man he may begin to withdraw emotionally, become controlling, become unavailable, suppress emotions, prioritize logic, control over vulnerability, dominate or avoid. Meaning, he begins treating his partner as father treated mother during his childhood. This is exactly what we're pointing to, the internalization layer. Internally the man's mind treats his heart or emotions the same way his father treated his mother. Meaning, emotions become too much, vulnerability becomes unsafe, the mind suppresses the heart, logic controls feeling, the internal father dominates the internal mother. This means, the psyche reproduces the parental marriage internally. Let's have a look at the female version since the inverse often happens too. If a girl child experiences emotionally overwhelmed mother and unavailable, unstable father, she may first try to become the stabilizer, adapt emotionally, seek safety externally. But later she may internalize mother's treatment toward father. Meaning, mistrust masculine structure, criticize, control masculine energy, emotionally dominate or reject masculine stability, suppress receptivity, test men continuously. Internally, her contracted heart mother treats her mind father as her parental mother treated her parental father. Meaning, distrust toward structure, resentment toward masculine direction, emotional sabotage of internal stability. What this really means? This is not simply, people become their parent. It's more sophisticated, the child first adapts to survive the parental system. Then later, the adult's nervous system reenacts the relational geometry of the parental system. Why this creates relationship loops? Because people unconsciously recreate the emotional architecture of childhood, hoping this time the ending changes. But instead the internal father-mother battle gets projected outward again. So relationships become externalized nervous system theater. What does this imply when it comes to healing? Healing therefore is not merely emotional regulation or changing thoughts. It is transforming the internal relationship between mind, father, heart, mother, nervous system child or the memory file. The healthy internal father protects the heart instead of suppressing it. The healthy internal mother trusts the father instead of fearing him. Then the inner marriage heals. And the outer relationships finally stop replaying childhood. Last one for the road, the child first survives the parental system by adapting to it. But the adult later recreates the same relational geometry internally and externally. The mind treats the heart the way father treated mother. And the heart mistrusts the mind the way mother mistrusted father. Trauma is the internal replay of the parental marriage. To be continued. Part 4. How love connection becomes responsibility, obligation, disconnection.